officially, numerous outlets have called New Hampshire for Donald Trump. That's not the big story, however. Of course, Donald Trump won. I don't see any plausible scenario. Like, there's no reason for these primaries, except Democrats are trying to... Look, man, I have so much disdain for these people that scream democracy while publicly stating their intention to destroy our institutions and even the concept of democratic representation, meaning we democratically elect a representative in our republic. Here's the story. Take a look at this. So there's Dave Wasserman calling it for Trump. I want to play this clip. Nuance Bro has the tweet from CNN. Democrats are voting for Nikki Haley tonight in New Hampshire. They're Biden supporters. Check this.
Nikki Haley.
And why did you vote for Nikki Haley?
It's a vote against Trump. I think it would be better to have her against Biden in the elections than it would be Trump and her.
Do you consider yourself generally independent, Republican, or Democrat?
Democrat.
So when you undeclared, you voted for Nikki Haley. If it was Nikki Haley against Joe Biden in a general election, who are you voting for?
Joe Biden.
What is the...
They outright have no scruples. They have no morals. That is like, look, I say the banality of evil a lot, but this is why I've been saying civil war, man. The process be damned to these people. Republicans keep playing this game of look how magnanimous we are. And the Democrats keep laughing and trying to knife them in the back. Here's a guy who's saying, your party's process means nothing to me. I will vote for the worst candidate imaginable, knowing Republicans will not vote for, so that when I vote for Joe Biden, I can win. What form of government would you call that? If Joe Biden wins under those circumstances, what form of government would this man call that? It's not democracy. It's not a republic. I don't know what you'd call it.
I don't either.
It's a system of governance where one faction sabotages the other to install a minority, massively unpopular candidate. Joe Biden's popular. What was his approval rating in the 30s?
It's like 33% the last time I looked. It was like extremely
This guy's
low.
a fascist.
Is it a fascist? Is it? I've been sort of weighing. Is it authoritarian? Is it totalitarian? Is
Yes.
it fascist?
It literally is.
That's exactly what it is. It's the kind of thing that people who have no faith in the system of government that they live in would do.
And no faith in Joe Biden, right? He doesn't actually think Joe Biden could match up against Trump.
Well, he doesn't think, yeah, that's a really good point.
So he's trying to say, we have to get Nikki Haley in there to help Biden out, because if it's a Biden-Trump mashup, I mean, he's not saying it, but the right. Subtext there is Biden will get defeated by Trump.
There are a substantial number of polls, I think, where Trump leads Biden in the general.
Yeah, multiple out there right now. And it's amazing, though, how the left, they're so fascist, all in the name of anti-fascist. And then, they're so intolerant, all in the name of tolerance. It's amazing and fascinating how their minds work and what they do. And then, Tim keeps mentioning, potential civil war. And I unfortunately have to agree. I think we're headed to that direction. I hope we don't. But you got to think back. But prior to the last Civil War, that's when the Democrats were removing people from the ballot. Then they removed Abraham Lincoln from the ballot leading up to the Civil War. Now they're trying to do the same thing to President Trump.
That's a misconception. The idea of ballots being publicly created and given out is a new phenomenon that did not exist at the time of the Civil War. What happened was typically the parties would create their ballots. Here are our candidates, give them out to people and say, you can basically sign it and drop in the ballot. This is who you're voting for. So it was a party line ballot. In, I believe it was 10 Democrat states, Republicans did not issue ballots because it wasn't so, there were two big reasons. One, they thought it was a waste of time and energy. You are not going to win in these slave states that opposed Abraham Lincoln. Money. But a big factor was that they were concerned that anyone who supported the Republican Party and the abolition of slavery in these states who was seen carrying a ballot would be shunned, at worst, beaten.